welcome back to That Dad Guy. I have a special guest with me today. Jeff has come all the way up from Nova Scotia, not too far away.
Nope, not too far.
But I thought we were at the Moncton Stamp Show. This is your first time here.
It is.
And so I thought maybe we'd do a little background of who you are and what got you involved in stamps and all the rest of it.
Sounds good.
So I'll get you to introduce yourself.
Sure.
You can introduce them.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. My name is Jeff Newbury. I'm from Nova Scotia, Annapolis Valley. It's about a little over a 3-hour drive from here, where Rob is, and I've been Moncton, wanting to come up for a while just to check out the stamp show. So I drove up last night and stayed in a local hotel just to see the local dealers and say hi, see something a little bit different. I do have a social myself, so I'll plug that, or maybe Rob was going to later, I don't know. But I have a YouTube channel and Instagram and Facebook under Foxridge Philately, and I post periodically. It's not daily like Rob does. It's just whenever I feel like doing something or find something interesting.
So where did you get the name Foxridge Philately?
Yeah, that's a good question, and people have asked that before. So it could be a long story, but I'll try to keep it short. My wife, her farm name was Foxridge Farms, and she had a large poultry operation, turkey and chicken quota. And I always said she's the hard worker in the family. I was just a teacher and just a principal. Yeah.
What was your subject for teaching?
Well, it fits in nicely with this hobby, actually. My first degree was geography. So when I taught, I always taught high school geography, history, those kinds of subjects and topics, which I always love and find them fascinating. So yeah, stamps and the whole world of stamps and the stories they tell really fits in really well with that too. Yeah, so then I was trying to come up with a name. Foxridge Philately just had nice alliterative ring to it, I thought, to make sure, that's right, make sure Lori was okay with that. She has since passed. She passed away a couple years ago, cancer, and still it's upsetting.
Sorry.
But I'm doing good, and I almost see it as a bit of a tribute to her now, just keeping that name alive a little bit.
Okay. And how long did she run the poultry farm?
Well, she grew up on a poultry farm, and so she bought into the business in her mid-20s and passed away when she was 52. So she'd been doing it for well over 25 years.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. So how long have you been back into philately?
Yeah, I started back into philately just before COVID. I know a lot of people picked it up during COVID. Like a lot of people as a kid, I mean, I'll be 55 in April. I collected stamps, just your basic worldwide stuff. Had a lot of fun with that. You shove it aside, it kind of disappeared. And then my dad passed away 30 odd years ago, and I had his small stamp collection. I pulled it off of my shelf in the closet. I said it was before COVID, I think it was 2019, and just got completely enamored with these little pieces of history.
He was a collector too.
Yeah, he was a small collector. Okay. Yeah, very small collector, just some Canada stuff that he had kicking around. And so from there I've been hooked, and I've dived in with both feet since then.
So do you have a specialty of what you're collecting?
Yeah.
Or do you shoot at the wall and pick up whatever it is?
Yeah, I always say I collect what I like.
Yep.
And some people would say, well, you have to specialize. I always bristle at that a little bit. You collect what you like. I am trying to pare it down a little bit. I collect a number of European countries, and Isle of Man specifically. I'm trying to get all of Isle of Man and It Never Hinged. One of my great grandmothers was born there. So it just takes a little bit of a connection, right? And then off you go. And Iceland is another one I'm working on. We visited Iceland last year, spent 2 weeks there, and it was mind-blowing. And this past fall, we did a trip for a couple of weeks in Southeast Europe and hit a number of countries and spent 4 days in Romania. So I find I'm quite enamored with Romanian history now too.
Is there a connection with Romania?
Not a family connection.
No.
I just thought it's a beautiful place and beautiful culture. Yeah, and some other European countries, a few African countries, because a lot of African history I find fascinating, and a few topicals, maps on stamps, geographer.
Yes, I remember that,
And foxes on stamps, Foxridge Philately. And I started in on horses, but you can get carried away with that because there are zillions of horses on stamps. So I'm trying to pare that down a bit too. But my wife was a passionate equestrian, and my current partner is too. So it's kind of a connection there.
So is it horses, or is it horses with riders, or does it?
Yeah, that's just it, right? Yeah. So it was horses first, but my wife's passion was fox hunting, like the old English style fox hunting. So I thought, okay, that might make a nice topical of horses within horses, and it ties in with the fox as well. So yeah, I may just kind of pare it down to that.
And how do you collect, like, how do you display your collection? Are you hinges, mounts, vario pages?
A bit of vario pages, no hinges if possible at all. Mounts, yes, and albums. I'm a big fan of Davo albums.
Okay.
Davo albums are pricey, but I just love the look of them, and I like things organized. And my partner Suzanne said, "Did you really like the organization of this, don't you?" I said, "Yeah, I think I probably do."
Yeah.
So that's part of it that I really enjoy. So I've got quite a large collection of Davo albums from a number of different countries. But I use vario sheets a lot too for ones that I don't have. I prefer vario sheets, and of course I've got a stack of stock books as well.
Do you do printed pages that actually show the image of the stamp at all?
I don't personally.
Like I know you, well, I did a video recently, mostly based on the video you did about Machins.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That great display album that they had.
Right.
And I know you printed it off in color. I only got it in black and white
Right.
so far, but
Yeah,
do you do any of that?
I don't. I won't take credit for that, and I can't even credit who did that without looking it up right now. But that has been really handy. And I noticed somebody there in their show has got some Machins. I'm going to check those out.
There's always Machins.
Yeah, see if I can add some to that. Yeah, so, and I got that idea from Ken's Stamp Collection, I think it is.
Okay.
Yeah, and I love his channel. So he got me hooked on that. And he's actually got me hooked on a lot of different, oh my gosh, definitives. That was the word I was looking for, because he collects mainly definitives.
Okay.
Yeah. And I get the idea of got to collect them all type of thing with definitives. It's fun.
Yeah, it's hard to collect any of, all of anything.
Right.
This is the best way of saying it.
Yeah.
I tend to shoot at the wall and say, okay, I like that stamp, or I like those things right now.
Yeah.
And then I move on to the next thing. So I don't necessarily finish what I've done before
exactly.
because there's too many topics out there to cover.
There's too many topics, and then you've got all these little projects going on, which is a lot of fun, but it can be overwhelming at the same time, for sure.
Well, I find now I've been at the filming of this, I've been focusing a lot on South America. And
Yes, that's right. I've noticed
so,
that.
Shows like this, I come in and I collect a certain country that I know I'm going to be talking about in the next couple of weeks.
Perfect.
And then next month I'm into looking at different
Okay,
countries.
looking at
So I
different
haven't
countries.
finished that one
Yeah.
before. They go in vario pages. We talk about them at another time.
Yeah, and I have to say South America does interest me as well, and history and stamps. And I've got a bunch of those kind of on the side right now on the someday list. Yeah, for sure.
Now, do you have boxes of stamps and envelopes of stamps and things like that you haven't gotten to yet?
Boxes and envelopes. I've been part of that purging and paring down process. Is I've been getting rid of those, the ones that I don't see myself ever using.
Okay.
So the stamp club in Nova Scotia, where I'm from, at the monthly club auctions, and then at the I guess it's 3 times a year when there's the shows with auctions. I've been putting things in there, just boxes of stuff or loose things, envelopes that I don't see myself using at all, so I can kind of clean things up a little bit.
So what is your local stamp show? We might as well
plug
that too, right?
Sure.
Give them a shout
So there's a local Valley Stamp Club, but they don't have a show. So the provincial club is the Nova Scotia Stamp Club, meets monthly, and then in the fall, so November, and then coming up in April 13th, my birthday, I think it's April 13th is when it is the next show, and that's in...
You're not sure what your birthday
I know
or
what
the
it is.
show.
I know when my birthday is. I'm not sure when the show is, but I think it's on April 13th. And there'll be another one in the summer at the Dartmouth East Community Center. And there's always 8 or 10 dealers there. And then there's the club auction as well.
Okay, so you tend to go to both shows?
Yeah, I try to get to them all if I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you travel around like the Fredericton show or any of those other ones? Or?
I went to the Royal in Fredericton.
Yes, we met there briefly.
Saw you there in September. That's as far as I've gone. I considered going to the Montreal Royal end of April, but I don't think that's going to work out calendar-wise.
Okay.
Yeah, so I haven't gone farther afield. I know the World Expo's coming up in Boston in 2026. And I really wanted to go to that. I'm starting to change my mind for some other reasons why I might not be going there.
Yep, there's a lot of that.
Yeah,
elbows
there
up,
is. That's right, elbows up.
Yeah, so, so we're pretty quiet at the stamp show. I'm actually falling off frame here. We're pretty quiet at the stamp show right now. Usually it kicks in about 12 o'clock because the auction happens at 1. So that's when people start showing up. But I find it's a good time to come because you can go through the books and the dealers without...
Take your time a little bit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and so I'll take a look at the auction items. If there's something that's of interest to me, I'll stick around. but if not, I'll probably head out and make my way home.
Okay. Yeah, it's a bit of a windy,
Yep.
snowy, blustery day.
Snowy,
here.
blustery day.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
yes.
typical maritime weather. Yesterday was beautiful and
Yep.
rain, and now
Yep.
it's snow and windy.
Now winter's come back.
Yeah, and then
indeed.
tomorrow it'll be spring again, I think.
Tomorrow it'll be spring again, likely. Yeah. I brought you something.
You did.
Yes, I did. So these are for you.
And this wasn't planned. I didn't know we brought me
this was not
something.
planned at all. Last winter, I bought a very large collection from a long-time collector, older gentleman, who was actually a dealer previously as well.
Okay.
Huge stuff. Catalog value was quite large, and he was letting it go to me for a song, because really he just wanted it to go to somebody.
Someone who's going to enjoy it.
Yeah, I said, I'll take it all.
Yeah.
So I took it all. So I've been slowly going through what I may want or not want, and what are extras and all those kinds of things. And it's like, yeah, there's a lot there. And some really, really nice France stuff in there. I do have a French collection. And there's a whole box full of mint, mostly mint, French back of the book stuff.
Okay.
So I brought you some of these, and I don't know if you collect France back of the book or not, but now you do.
Wow.
These are all semi-postals, so they're the B's from the Scott catalog, and these are all extras. So yeah, I had multiple copies of all these just kind of kicking around, and I could put them in an auction, but I'd rather just make sure they go to somebody who might enjoy them and
Well, it's
appreciate
very generous.
them.
Thank you so much. I
those
certainly
are
will
for you.
go through them, and if they don't fit in my collection, you know they're going to end up out in a giveaway or somewhere out there too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you can do that.
That's really nice. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, well, you're most welcome. I
Thanks.
enjoy watching your episodes. There's a few different YouTube channels I follow, and when they pop up, I don't see them every day, because every day's a lot for me. But
Yes, I understand. And not every day's about stamps too. So
That's
I
right,
get that not
yeah.
everybody is watching everyone because it's
Yeah.
maybe doesn't fit their hobbies or that sort of stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you reaching out when you did originally before the national, I guess.
Yep.
You reached out just to say you've been watching.
Say hi and watching, enjoying it.
And that you were starting your channel off at that point in time too. So so Foxridge Philately, I'll put it across the bottom. You get a chance to go check out Jeff and help him out. I would appreciate it. And thanks so much, Jeff, for coming out. I appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
Gotten back from the stamp show, and now have a chance to actually go through the stamps that Jeff gave me from Foxridge Philately. And he said back of the book, B11, that's a Scott number. Are these really the prices? $125 catalog value, $92.50 can't be. If it is, this is very generous. So B11, B12 through 17. Wow, this is quite a complete set. Great condition. B24 through 26. Some overprints. Really nice looking stamps. Those are nice. As you know, the Statue of Liberty came from France. Was donated to USA. B44 and 45. B46 never hinged. B47 never hinged. B48 through 53. And 54 through 59. 60 through 62. These are gorgeous. 63. Look at the detail in those etchings. B64, 65. 68 and 69. Jean Chacot. B70. Versailles, beautiful. If you have never been to Versailles and you get a chance, definitely do it. Amazing, beautiful gardens. French infantry, B71, 72, B73, B74, beautiful Notre Dame. B76. Mary Curry. B77. 20th anniversary of Armistice. Arc de Triomphe. B78. B79. B80, B82, B83, B84, B85, Eiffel Tower, B86 through 89A, B88, B89, so duplicate there, B90 and 91, B92, B93, so it's a B92 used and mint by the looks of things. Yeah, mint never hinged, or mint hinged, I guess that one is. B94, 95, B96, and B97 through 100. Well, Jeff, that is most generous. A bit blown away. Not entirely speechless, as you can see, but I should be. Thank you so much.
So once again, it shows you that you're going to meet all sorts of great people going to stamp shows if you get an opportunity. The stamp community is so generous. It gets reminded to me over and over again by those of you that send in mail to me, those of you that come up to me at shows, which has happened now a couple times too, that have seen my videos, and blown away. So thank you, Jeff, at Foxridge Philately. You guys got to go check out his channel, subscribe, and also go to his Instagram and follow him there as well, as he posts different pictures of stamps that he finds along the way. Interesting comments, interesting content he puts there. So thank you so much, Jeff, for what you're doing on social media to help promote the hobby as well. That's it for me for today. Have a magical week. What follow? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Bye. Well, I thought I'd better grab the album that my father keeps his French stamps in. I went through it, and these are all new to his. So I don't think I've got any duplicates out of these. So that is an amazing addition. And how did he know that they'd be perfect? So once again, 1,000 thanks, Jeff. Appreciate it.